the Mifflin Bulldogs. We the Mifflin Bulldogs. We the Mifflin Bulldogs. We the Mifflin Bulldogs.
Mifflin. Mifflin Bulldogs gon' fight to the end. Bulldogging through all the competition. Piling up W's is the...
Good morning, students, staff members, and those parents who are watching us this morning, Tuesday, February the 23rd. Today is Good News Tuesday. And at this time, I'd like to give a shout out to a couple of staff members and for the job that they are doing. As you well know, for the past couple of weeks and then also this week, we are testing our ESL students in the examination. And one of those individuals I wanted to shout out is going to be Mrs. James. I'd like to thank Mrs. James, who's doing a fantastic job. She's here every day early in the morning, and she's helping students to be successful on their examination and on the test that they have been taking. And you know, students, you do have to come, they do come in more than one day in order to complete that test, which is very, very thankful. The other individual I want to thank is going to be, as everybody knows, is called Mr. M. And I'd like to have Mr. M come up and say something to you right now.
Thank you, Mr. Woods, for giving me a shout out. Everything that we do here at Mifflin Middle School is pretty much for all the students. We're here for you. We're here to make sure that you guys are successful. Recuérdense los estudiantes, por favor, vengan durante la semana a las 8 de la mañana para que completen su examen de el o el PAS. Gracias. It's your rights.
Okay. At this time, I would like to introduce to very few of you, because everybody knows who Mrs. Colson is. But Mrs. Colson right now is going to have her next interview, keeping in line with and in step with knowing that this is Black History Month, and she's been doing a lot of wonderful interviews with those individuals who have attended historical Black colleges and universities. So with no further ado, Mrs. Colson, take over.
Hello, Mifflin Middle School. This is Miss Colson, and I am coming back to you again with another HBCU interview. And I have with me, she's Ashley. You guys are probably like, she's interviewing a lot of her sorority sisters. See, that's the benefit of being in the best sorority. You guys are probably like, she says this like all the time, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. But I have one of my sorority sisters that is here today with us, and she is going to introduce herself. She is going to tell you what HBCU she attended. So, Miss Dunn.
Hello, I'm Tamika Dunn. I attended Tuskegee University. I graduated in 2009 with a degree in construction science and management. And right now, I still work in the construction world. I'm a project engineer for a settling building company.
Great. Can you tell the students where Tuskegee is, just in case they don't know where it is?
Oh, it is actually located in Tuskegee, Alabama, which is about 30 minutes from Montgomery and about 15 minutes from Auburn, the city of Auburn.
Great, thank you. So can you speak to the students about why you chose an HBCU and what was your experience attending an HBCU?
So I originally, my degree was, I was pursuing a degree in architecture. So I was looking for schools that had architecture as a degree program. And one of my friends told me about Tuskegee University, and I attended the spring open house for Tuskegee University. And when I tell you, when I drove through, I was attending with my parents, when we drove through the gates and you see the campus, and that campus is gorgeous. I just got a feeling of, okay, this is home. This is where I need to be. And researching Tuskegee University, one of the things that stood out about it is the history of it. The students actually hand built the bricks and helped build some of the buildings for the school. So I'm going into a degree in architecture, and one of the foundations of the school is the students actually building building the campus. So that made it stand out to me. And also talking with the students when I attended the open house and being able to talk to the dean, you can tell that they cared about the school. You can tell that the school had a rich heritage, and I wanted to be able to continue that on. I also, from my kindergarten all the way up to high school, I attended a predominantly Black school. So for me, attending the HBCU was kind of just continuing on the same traditions that I had as a child. So to me, attending HBCU, they make you feel like you're a family. They make you feel like you are not an outsider. Because sometimes when you attend other schools, you're just a part of a small piece of that school. With HBCU, your whole heritage, your whole trying to find the right words. It's a comfort level that you can have with the HBCU. Hopefully I'm saying that right.
You are.
And one of the things that I did as going into college, I attended a summer program called Fast Track. It was for architecture and engineering students. And I was able to stay on campus for about 2 months. So I was able to get college credit. I was able to kind of navigate myself through the school before starting out my freshman year. And that gave me a foundation that helped me. So when I started out, I wasn't confused. I knew where buildings were. I was able to kind of meet and talk with teachers ahead of time. So I kind of knew what I was looking for. And also, I think attending Tuskegee, the teachers made sure that you excel. They didn't take it easy on you, but they also made sure that you were prepared for the real world. I attended some business classes, and they made us either business casual or wear business, because they said when you go into the real world, that's how you have to dress. No pajamas, no bonnets. They made sure that you look professional. And also with being I ended up changing my degree to construction. One of our buildings was being constructed on campus, and we were able to go out there, our hire hats, our safety vests, and they made us, okay, what do you think is the next step? Put together a schedule so you can see, okay, this is the first step, the foundation, then the infrastructure, then putting in the framing. So they made us they gave us real world experience before we, left the school. So that to me was the foundation that's what I received within attending Tuskegee University. Sorry, I'm stammering.
No, that is a lot of great advice. So what advice would you give a middle school student right now when it comes to looking for the best college or university for them to attend?
I think the one thing that you can start doing now is attending college fairs and attending HBCU fairs. I work with the local the local Tuskegee Alumni Club, and some kids their parents have them coming out as middle school students. It's good to have a foundation and starting out knowing, okay, what does this school offer? If you know what you want to do as far as a career, look at those schools and figure out what their programs look like. Also, being able to go to those fairs, you get to see you get to talk to students and talk to graduates who have attended that school, who can tell you real world experience about what you can expect from that school. I would say also go onto the website. Some of the schools have virtual tours where you can actually see the school, where some of them have where you have an virtual open houses, since everything is virtual now, where you can see what's going on currently with the school. So I think those ways that's the foundation you can start to learn about these different schools and universities. And it'll help you when you get into high school and when you're trying to figure out where to go. And some of these schools offer programs for middle school students. So attend those so you can know if this is the school for you or if this is the career for you. Because if you can kind of gauge it now, when you get older, it's easier for you to decide what you want to do for your future.
Great, Miss Dunn. You gave us a lot of advice. I'm so glad that you hit on your college class, the business class, made you dress a certain type of way in a business mindset and not have your bonnet, because girls and boys, you know, Miss Colson is always on you guys about it's inappropriate for you to have your bonnet on during class, even though you're at home. How do you start changing your mindset and getting prepared for that next level? I hope you enjoyed this interview. Please make sure, Susan, that you were taking notes, because I'm going to come back to you again with another HBCU interview. Thank you.